I guess not. Julian Edelman also retired this past week. Three-time Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP. So happy retirement to Julian Edelman. Guys, do you think Edelman is a Hall of Famer? There was a lot of talk in the week about this. I want to hear you guys' thoughts. I think the consensus. I think I'm feeling that the consensus is a no.
Whoa.
OJ says yes. Okay, Demond, you take it away first. Is Edelman a Hall of Famer? Pro Football Hall of Fame.
No, I was gonna say no. My whole take this week has been no. I've seen the great names, and Julian has never led the league in receiving. He's never led the league in catching. Never done any of those things. But when you look at his build and you take it for what it is, coming out of Kent State, being a quarterback and beating the odds, undrafted, winning 3 Super Bowl titles, a Super Bowl MVP, multiple 100-yard receiving games in the Super Bowl, second most everything receiving-wise, playoff records behind only Jerry Rice. I mean, you got to give him his respect. And playing with who most consider the GOAT and being, I would say, one of the best 3 weapons he played with, you gotta put Edelman in the Hall of Fame. You're thinking Moss, Gronk, and Edelman. You could think Wes Welker as well, and that's who a lot of people get them confused for. But to be a knockoff Wes Welker is not that bad. And people forget, I mean, Wes Welker literally dropped the touchdown to beat the Giants the second time around, and that was it for him in New England. They said, this is Julian Edelman's. He returned punts. He's doing the fake passes. The guy has a perfect QBR rating, 7 for 8 his career. I think he threw like 4 touchdowns. He is everything you think about the Patriot way, do your job and be ready to step up. That is Julian Edelman. I don't see how I don't see how he's not a Hall of Famer.
I was thinking the same thing. I think based off postseason, he is a Hall of Famer. But when you look at, he never made it to an All-Pro. He never made it. He never was a Pro Bowl player. He barely eclipsed, I think, 10,000 yards in the regular season. I just think the criteria of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, he can get in, but I think he's going to be waiting a little while. And I also think because there's some receivers ahead of him, he's going to be waiting a little while. I think Hines Ward still ain't made it yet. Terry Holt, he still ain't made it yet. And Reggie Wayne still ain't made it. So I think he has to wait. Now, he's not a first ballot. He has to wait like 10 ballots to get in. But I think he can eventually get in. What do you guys think? Cut, I think you're looking at me.
I think there's a lot of receivers that can get in before him. So, like, off just statistics in the regular season alone, I respect what he did in the playoffs and whatever. But
the and whatever kind of makes it seem like you don't respect it. But
I mean, I'm saying whatever, but it's like he wasn't consistent. He didn't do it he wasn't doing it every game. Like, that was just, he show up in the playoffs. Okay. They needed you, yeah, sure. But that's not, you're not better than Chad Johnson. You're not better than Torrey Holt, Reggie Wayne. You're not better than Terrell Owens, who didn't get in first ballot, who should have got in first ballot. You're not better than
Andre Johnson.
Numbers, you don't even have better numbers than Marcus Colston.
Andre Johnson.
Or, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Marcus Colston, you don't even have better regular career numbers than Marcus Colston. Marcus Colston was a 7th-round pick, but nobody's gassing him to get into the Hall of Fame.
Julian Edelman was an undrafted quarterback.
Congrats. 7th round out of Hofstra, who don't even have a football program anymore.
Undrafted
School in New York.
Out of Kent State.
He was a quarterback at Kent State. I mean, he was on a D1 team playing. Hofstra don't even have a program anymore. It's in New York. The point is, regardless of what school he went to, Tom Brady was a 7th-round pick. We're just going to talk about schools. Don't matter. I can name a bunch of undrafted players that were good. The point is, he's not a Hall of Famer.
Not as good as
and definitely not first ballot. Like Bruce said, maybe eventually if it's the down year and it's let's put Edelman in there because he did have that playoff run. But if he gets in, like, what is he getting in for? Because he's white?
No, I don't think because he's white.
Because I'm saying, like, what else would it be? Because
a Super Bowl MVP.
Again, a team accomplishment. He was a team accomplishment winning the Super Bowl. He did go off in the bowl, don't get me wrong, but it's a team. Getting there is a team accomplishment. That don't set you apart from other athletes that are better than you, who were better than you, had better careers than you.
So think I just when I think about great football
You
players,
like naming, but you love talking
hold
rings and
up.
finals MVPs and all this stuff, and I'm getting sick of it because it's not something that everybody gets. It's not something that everybody gets a chance to get, and it don't make you better than them.
Because now we're talking knowledge of the game, big moments when these guys came up. Julian Edelman is a big time. We could talk about the playoff game versus the Ravens. We all know about the catch versus the Falcons. A 10-point comeback as the number one beneficiary when Cam Chancellor and Earl Thomas are locking down Gronk. Who do you think's eating up one of the best defenses ever? Julian Edelman. Thank you. Jalen Ramsey and them boys.
That game would have been lost if y'all just ran the ball. So I don't understand why you even went Seahawks Patriots with me.
So we're just disregard. So that doesn't matter that they came back 10 points.
It wouldn't have been nothing to come back from if you ran the ball.
Let's stay on topic.
I'm just saying, like, you're not trying to name stuff that
You can't hold this work with me. He can't.
You're trying to name stuff that don't really matter. The point is, he's not a Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of Famer.
No, he's not. Based on what he does in the postseason. Well, in that case, Santonio Holmes should probably be who is it with your boy with the Giants, Mario Manning? Who was it? The helmet catch. Yeah, he could be a Hall of Famer too because
you're comparing David Tyree's one helmet catch to Julian Edelman's
showed up
countless moments.
He showed up.
Rings and MVP.
He showed up.
Second to Jerry Rice cut in receiving. He's second to Jerry Rice in receiving stats in the playoffs.
Congrats.
Gotcha.
What do you mean, congrats?
His career numbers aren't good. Jerry Rice had good career numbers and good playoff numbers. That's the difference. That's why he's a Hall of Famer.
I'm not arguing with the stats part. I understand that. I think
he's not a Hall of Famer off just doing something in the postseason.
He's a Hall of Famer just off the strength that he was one of Tom Brady's best targets. That's why I think he's going to be a Hall of Famer, just politically wise. But in games like the playoffs and Super Bowl where it actually matters and he actually showed up and he actually has great plays and great moments in the Super Bowl playoffs and stuff like that, I feel like he will be a Hall of Famer. But what Bruce said, I don't think it's going to be like a first ballot or anything like that.
Those stats in the regular season don't matter because it's not a playoff game.
I mean, not really. In his case, no. I feel like it doesn't. In his case, no.
Because he made it so many times. That's why
he made it so many times. He has a Super Bowl MVP. He has multiple records with playoffs. And yeah, he's been in the Super Bowl 3 times, 4 times. I don't know. So 3 times. So yeah.
How you feel, John? How you feel?
3 times because he played. Oh, bro, I don't like that. I don't.
Yeah, but the GOAT was passing the ball. He was literally playing.
Let's not.
Before I let you go, John, but Brady doesn't throw it. Brady throws it to a lot of people there, and Wes Welker, he probably not going to the Hall of Fame.
Wes Welker got better numbers. He got better numbers than him in the regular
season. John, take it away.
Wes Welker has better numbers than Julian, like career-wise. He don't.
And he did it with a different team too. Let's not forget that either.
Yeah. Yes. I think. It depends on how many factors. Julian has been with the Patriots forever, his whole career. I think that's pretty impressive. Most receivers don't really do that. 11 years, solid. Postseason numbers, solid. But career-wise, I mean, like you said, Brady has a lot of targets, and Julian wasn't the single-handed reason why they went to the postseason every year or most years. Literally, he's not. They could have been just fine without him. Like, that's what.
Without who?
3,000-yard seasons? Get you in the Pro Bowl? I mean, get you in the Hall of Fame?
Oh, you said they'll be perfectly fine without Julian Edelman?
Yes.
3,000-yard seasons, get you in the Hall of Fame, bro?
They're winning. They're beating the Seahawks without Julian Edelman?
Bro.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, bro. Yes.
He never started a full season. He never played every game in the season. He never crossed 1,000. He only crossed 1,000 yards 3 times.
Edelman is a product of a system that is great. Belichick is great. Brady is great. The Patriots are great. They're American. Like, bro, this whole entire system is like, that's what it is. Edelman just happened to have his fortune handed to him by having a illustrious career, just being in
him.
He never started a full season.
There's nothing about Julian Edelman that's been handed to him. What are you talking about?
Bro, what?
That is the furthest thing from Julius Edelman, talking about something being handed to him. Everything in his career he worked for.
I'm not saying he didn't work to be a great receiver.
You just said, based off the system, everything he had was handed to him.
The championships, I think so. Yes. You have to work hard to stay healthy. I mean, that's obvious. But I'm saying as far as like there are other great receivers who have worked just as hard as him, evident by their
Look
numbers.
at his targets. My goodness.
Bro, we're not saying that this dude is going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. We know that it's other receivers.
He's not going to be a Hall of
Plenty
Famer. Bro.
other receivers.
I don't think he's a Hall of Famer, period. So we could just
It's plenty other receivers are going to be ahead of him, of course. But when the time comes and it's not receivers on the board and he's there, bro, he's going to be all.
You realize Jarvis and Odell already have better numbers than him. And there are going to be other receivers that come up and have better numbers than him. He's never going to make it, bro. I'm sorry.
I don't think Jarvis Landry is going to be a Hall of Famer. Personally.
I'm not gonna say he's not gonna make it because I've seen him I could see them doing it just because after the Owens wasn't first
Well, if
back.
that's the case, if Jarvis is going to be a Hall of Famer, then Julian Edelman needs to be a Hall of Famer.
Who?
Easily.
Who?
Jarvis Landry. If Jarvis Landry could be a Hall of Famer, Julian Edelman is definitely a Hall of Famer. Definitely.
Jarvis broke the record for the first 5 seasons. In the first,
Edelman holds
first 3.
2 second places.
He broke the receptions. He broke a record. The records Michael Thomas broke are the records that Jarvis Landry had.
And Michael Thomas broke them. Julian Edelman is second in everything playoff ever.
And then wait, second in what? Everything.
No, wise, second in everything.
Yes, Derek, go look it up.
He's second in touchdowns.
Yes, go look it up.
I'm looking at his playoff record, and he only has 5 touchdowns. So that's a playoff. That's second. That's good enough to be second best in the playoffs ever.
Hey, low key, man.
So congrats, 5 touchdowns. Yards I can see and then when he got all these yards, the seasons where he had all these yards, the targets are off the charts. Off the Michael Thomas, Drew Brees target attempts, 24 attempts, 16 catches, 173.
Jay Rice is getting
7 attempts, 26 catches, 281. 29 attempts, 17. 36 attempts, 21. 35 attempts, 26.
He's number one.
Why?
They went to the playoffs about the same amount of times.
Where's that? Across the middle.
I got a question.
Ask it, Jason. Talk to us, man.
So, I don't think receiver-wise, this guy won't make it to the Hall of Fame. But, do you think Devin Hester will make it to the Hall of Fame?
Yes, he deserves it more than Julian Edelman.
Oh, wow.
Returnman specialist. He broke records as a returnman. That's an accomplishment. He that's a big accomplishment.
Wow.
He was literally considered the best returnman in the league.
I understand why you.
He have the record for punt return and kick return still to this day.
I think he's a Hall of Famer too. Trust me, I think he's a Hall of Famer too. But over Julian Edelman,
he's gonna make it as a return specialist. Who cares? The position won't matter. He has the most ever. That is different.
He literally carried the Bears to the Super Bowl, like literally, because of his.
And scored in the first play of the Super Bowl.
No, he didn't. They had one of the best defenses in
defense, special teams. Yes,
but not. You said
bro. You have points.
It was times the offense didn't score. He did score. It was times like the opening kickoff that he literally scored on in the Super Bowl.
Just think about your words more carefully next time, because he did not.
So grown man.
If your offense doesn't put up points for the defense, your defense can't just carry you. If you have no points, your defense can't just carry you to shut out games.
I think Devin Hester gets in off of special team.
Definitely gets in, but he returned 14 kicks in that one season or something. Like he wasn't
his career. And
nobody's close. Not 14
but nobody's close.
I understand. He's going to the Hall of Fame for that. Trust me. But I'm not saying he was the sole reason on why they went to what's it called that one time.
I think he'll get in, but he's gonna wait like Edelman, in my opinion.
I don't think he'll wait.
He'll wait. He's not gonna get in like that. He'll wait, but
oh, your guys ready to put a ball in this conversation?
Wrap it up then.
Is Fitzgerald a Hall of Famer? I would think so, right?
Before Julian Edelman, yes.
I can agree with that.
Ward not even in, bro. Come on, it's so many.
Bro, we did not say he's a number one ballot.
No, that's the point. How long he gonna wait?
Bro, we don't care. As long as he gets in, it's fine.
He gonna keep waiting. He gonna have to keep waiting. Keep waiting.
All right. As you guys,
I'm not saying it's like I didn't like him as a player, but I'm just saying, but he's not. You
gotta think about it politically. He's not gonna wait that long. I'm gonna be honest and honest. As
That's
soon as
the ones that are supposed
to be there are gonna go in, he's gonna politically. Yes, he's gonna go in.
There's gonna get mad about this, but it just needs to be said. There is no discussion when it comes to who is the better receiver, Chad Johnson or Julian Edelman. But when
there's no discussion.
Chad Johnson is the better receiver. Yes.
Oh,
When it comes to Hall of Fame, Julian Edelman should get the nod over the Hall of
why?
Fame.
Why? Based on what? Playoff statistics? Because he played with Carson Palmer, he can't get in? Get out of here, bro. Play with Brady one season. Get out of here, please. It's not better than him at anything.
I mean,
Not better than him at anything.
Ocho played with Brady.
Nothing.
And
He's not better than him at nothing.
he told you himself he couldn't hack it.
He's not better than him
He
at
couldn't
nothing.
handle it. The role they wanted to put him in,
He's
Julian.
not better than him at nothing.
He could have had all Julian's success. He couldn't hack it. He told you that himself.
He
So
went there one season
and he
and then was like, "This is too much for me." Okay, and then he retired.
Julian did what?
But he spent another 8+ seasons with the Bengals.
He
That's
retired,
just
for
a race.
he retired for a different reason. He messed himself up.
No, Dean Thomas went to the Dolphins. But it was by that time it was like, okay, I'm just team hopping and whatever.